What's going on, YouTube? This is TLee, aka the RealRam. And so, I would like to give you an update as to what is going on. I am recording for you in the United States. My children and I are in Washington, D.C. What has happened? Today is December 21st. And on December 1st, we were evacuated out of Burkina Faso. This was a decision that was made from the local State Department leadership, being the ambassador and the deputy chief of missions of our embassy. So what happened is, within the country of Burkina Faso, there are internal conflicts that are happening. They are not necessarily close to the capital city of Ouagadougou, which is where we are, but they felt that whatever was happening, they could not keep the American children safe any longer. And so they went back and forth with Washington, D.C., and they requested to order departure minor children. Originally, the request was just for the school-age children. So for my family, what that would have meant was me and Zendaya, like in reality, me and Zendaya could have stayed because she's only 4 and does not go to school. And then our 3 boys would have to be evacuated out. But of course, that wouldn't make too much sense. So with that original plan, I still was going to leave. But the final decision came back that family members under the age 21 and younger will order departure out of the country, and then authorized departure for any other family members. The direct hires stay behind. And in our situation, my husband being the direct hire, the military member, he stays behind. And he will stay behind until they make a decision of what is going to happen with the embassy and the country. So that can mean 30 days, or that can mean a maximum of 6 months. And that is per the Department of Defense. They're not going to let this go beyond 6 months. If that happens, then my husband will be PCS back here to us, because this was a decision that we made. How we came to this decision. So number one, wherever you live, it's going to be, you're going to just be paid the per diem, which is daily amounts for food and hotel expenses. In the situation of the ordered departure, we do not have the same military benefits that we have with a regular PCS. So wherever we choose to go, you cannot just go and live on base housing, because we're not PCS there. So we went back and forth as a family trying to decide where it was that we wanted to move. Originally, we thought about going right back to Switzerland, since that was where we just left, and it would be less trauma for the children, as well as Switzerland has the best transportation. We wouldn't need to have a car and all those types of things. But being the situation, there's more information around the evacuation, that we would no longer be diplomats if we went to Switzerland. And after 3 months, we would have to leave the country of Switzerland, and that's per Switzerland laws and regulations. So we decided the U.S., and the best place for us that we decided would be back to Washington, D.C., because this is the headquarters for the unit that my husband is assigned to. And the per diem is pretty high living here. And we used to live here before, so we know the area, we know the public transportation. And if anything does happen and it extends longer than 3 months or 6 months, and my husband is sent back to the States, then we all can be right here knowing the area, what to do. It's easier to make adjustments. With this decision of being back in the States, we are also not enrolling our children into public school here, because every 30 days of being here, The State Department is going to be evaluating the situation back in Burkina Faso. So at any point, they can make a decision to say that we are allowed back into the country. So enrolling the children into public school and then pulling them right back out, that's traumatic as well. So our household decision is to continue with online education with the school in Ouagadougou, and hopefully we will get to return. If it gets too bad, then we will make adjustments at that time, which would probably be to enroll them in the DC public schools. So yeah, the life of a military is to constantly adjust and to thrive. Being a diplomat in this situation kind of changed it a bit, but now that we're back in America, that diplomatic status is no longer provided to us. We're Americans just like everyone else. We still have our military benefits as in the sense of we can go to the military base and shop on the base, go to the commissary and all that, but we do not have rights to live in base housing. So if we're still here after 3 months, though, we can put our name on the housing list to get put in base housing, but we are not PCS'd here. So not until if this lasts for 6 months, then the situation changes. So that is what is going on with the family here. I will continue to upload the videos that I recorded while in Africa and continue to make videos here in DC, because maybe there's some of you out there who've never been to DC. You want to see what's going on, what's the highlights here, and you still want to see what's going on with the boys. So yes, please continue to watch the videos, like, click, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Click the notifications tab, and hopefully in some more videos in the future, you'll see us together reunited as an entire family. And by the way, my husband will be coming to visit us later this month, and we will be spending Hanukkah together. And so, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.